So of the books and things I've had over the years, this is one I can just never get rid of. This is a collection of writings from Rich Mullins, because beyond just being an awesome songwriter and musician, a man after God's own heart, and a fellow struggler and wrestler, he's a great writer. So these are some collections he used to write for Release Magazine, and this one is called the the Sound and the Worry. And shout out to Ben Pearson, just all the great photography that goes in here. So just huge props to many, many men and women in my life that have led me and taught me and guided me. If I started naming your names right now, it'd take forever and I'd leave somebody out. But Rich Mullins kind of just threw, I never knew him, saw him in concert maybe once or twice, changed my life. But these writings, I've been reading these again and again. And this one speaks about worry. I thought that's timely, especially for us. Yeah, I need my read glasses. I'll be right back. So, the sound and the worry. We are surrounded by, we are dependent on, and weirdly, quite even indebted to 100 million things that are just beyond our reach and completely beyond our control. Things like favorable weather, the honesty and good intentions of those people among and with whom we live, work, and play, balanced budgets, tomorrow and its creeping petty pace, our next paycheck, dependable machinery, our next breath. 100 million things. All of them are just as real as they are invisible, and just as available as they are necessary, and just as likely to fall on the just and the unjust, as apt to shine on those who worry and those who hope. And the difference being that those who worry are less able to enjoy the things than those who hope. But for all of us, we are surrounded by things we cannot predict, control, possess, or avoid things that press us and compete for our control. A competition that must be decidedly won by faith, or we will be lost. It's easy in the frantic, task-driven day-to-day for us to lose our centers, our souls, our sense of who we are and what is really important. We are haunted by the ghosts of the what-ifs, who live in the shadows of the if-onlys. They accuse us, torment us, tempt us to abandon the freedom we have in Christ. But if we still ourselves, if we let Him calm us, focus us, equip us for the day, He will remind us of our Father's prodigal generosity and about the pitiful weakness of greedy men. He will remind us, as He reminded the devil, that man does not live by bread alone, though He may call us, as He called His first disciples, to give bread to the hungry, presumably because man cannot live long without bread. He will remind us about the cares that burden common people, the illusions that blind those the world calls lucky, and the crippling effects of worry. Then He'll give us hope, hope that stretches us when worry bent us, and faith, faith that sustains us where greed smothered us, and love, love that is at the bottom of our deepest desires, and the loss of which is at the root of all of our fears. So the other night I dreamt I was stuck in an airport terminal, and another canceled flight, another long, anxious wait, and the place was packed with stranded passengers and misplaced luggage, and I sank into a chair by the phone booths, waiting for oxygen masks to drop out of the ceiling. It was a dream, remember? And suddenly I noticed this distressed man sobbing, pulling his hair out by the handfuls, and so I leaned over to ask him what was the matter and if I could help. I said, "What's wrong, sir?" And he grabbed yet another handful of his hair and sobbed, "I'm afraid I'm going bald." And so it goes. We are surrounded by a million possibilities, all of which remind us that we are not the captains of our own fates. As we face these possibilities, let's remember who our captain is, and let us not be made captives of worry. So God bless you today as you walk, and I pray that you walk in hope and not in worry. All right, peace.